unions and over 100 community organizations are striking today in Minneapolis. Every central labor council in the state of Minnesota and Minneapolis City Council have endorsed the general strike. This is a seismic shift in U.S. politics. Unions have not taken a political strike like this, certainly with not so much national attention on it, for nearly 100 years. That was a strike wave that also included a shutdown of Minneapolis, and that brought us the right to unionize, Social Security, food stamps, child labor laws, safety regulations, parental leave, and on and on and on. It brought us the good things that we have today, and if we keep pushing, we can accomplish even more than that, even more than sending ICE packing. We're participating in a historic change at this movement. This week will be in the history books. So today, the ruling class trembles in fear of us. The class of people who are already richer than God and trying to take more, who will destroy life as we know it within our lifetime. Right now, they are in a free fall panic looking at Minneapolis. We're going to be bold, we're going to be fearless, we're going to be clever, and we're going to be imaginative. We're all of those things. You are all of those things because you work. You make this world run. Starting today, this country will no longer take us for granted. They called us essential workers during the pandemic, and then they spit in our faces. The Biden administration doubled child poverty by ending the child tax credit that was active during COVID. So we know that we have to save ourselves. The Democrats will not save us because they serve the same masters as Donald Trump. That's right! The tough-talking mayor of Minneapolis, who used a bad word against ICE, said he does not call to abolish ICE. The Democrats have voted to fund ICE to the full extent every single year since ICE was formed in 2003. That was another time when the United States was posing a horrific threat to the world with the so-called war on terror. I'm aware that there are good people who are affiliated with the Democratic Party and who are here right now, and I'm very happy to fight alongside of them. But the Democratic Party elite will never lift a finger to work for us. They will never defund ICE because they work for the billionaire class. They don't work for the people of Minneapolis. They don't work for you and me. They had the presidency, Congress, they had the courts, they've had the chance to pass health care for all, to cancel student debt, to end wars, to abolish ICE, and they didn't do any of it. I'm very confident right now that I'm looking at the people who are going to be running this country after we bring the light in, after accounts are settled, after this death squad is gone. Not bad, y'all. Lost my place. Here we go. This is the moment we've all been fighting so hard to bring forth. I have seen the humble and the meek transform into unshakable leaders. My coworkers at UPS all know the criminal system that we are fighting against. I've been talking to them with warehouse and shipping workers against ICE since June. I have met one solitary person who does not understand the crimes we're fighting against. I've seen a handful of people who weren't sure, and just giving them basic facts about what happened convinced them. That transformation is what's calling on all of us right now. We're all transforming into freedom fighters at this very moment, so keep it up. we learned from Malcolm X, we know that we far outnumber the billionaire class. Now we just have to out-organize them. But we're only going to be able to do that if we keep talking to everyone in our lives about what's going on, the historic moment that we are living in right now. Raise your hand if you're going to bring a friend with you to the next rally. Keep your hand up if you'll bring 5. Keep your hand up if you'll bring 10. Keep your hand up if you're going to make an organizing meeting with your coworkers and plan what you can do at work to educate and mobilize your workplace to resist ICE. That's what we need. Bravery is a collective phenomenon. We have to give the gift of bravery to our people by mobilizing them to fight for our freedom like you are right now. We have nothing to lose but our change.
Hello everyone, my name is Juwaha and I'm not on the speaker list, but I want to say for 1 minute, change the amiga! Because I'm tired physically and mentally and everything. But today, I saw a child. I saw a child by ICE mom, by ICE female, chasing him in the snow. I put my clothes on. I need to be with my people. You need to be behind your people. You need to be in the street. You need to be in the street. I wanna give a big hug to all the students in Atlanta, all around the world, all around the U.S., but we are the parents. The adults need to be in the front line. We need to protect our children. ICE is associated with the IDF, with the cause, all the killing, all the murder in the world is by Israel and the United States, with the Republicans, the rich, and Trump. So I want to introduce Mashari. I love you guys. Keep up the good fight. Thank you. That's right. That's right. My name is M. Shaidi. What up, though? I represent the movement for Black Lives. I represent the Malcolm X grassroots movement. And I represent the Atlanta People's Campaign. But more importantly, I represent all of you. Because we who are here love our people. And we who believe in freedom cannot rest. That's right. Say it with me. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. So we know that this administration has cowards in their employ, right? That's right. We know this administration has cowards walking the streets of Atlanta, walking the streets of Minnesota, all over the place, terrorizing our people. And I'm here to tell you, we will not fucking stand for it. That's right. That's right. That's right. Now, I am Atlanta Grady baby, okay? Born and raised, Zone 6, Kirkwood, old Kirkwood, right? And I know that I've seen nothing but black politicians since I was born. And our mayor of this city looked me dead in my eye and pretended like he did not know that our police were being trained by the IDF. Shame! We need to make the connections, y'all, that if we let our politicians wreak havoc on our streets locally, they will do it nationally. And we will not let them do it. Stop Cop City forever, forever, forever. Stop Cop City. 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 Now, when this racist regime started, this fascist regime, some of my people said, that ain't our fight. We told them not to do it. That's not our fight. But I'm here to tell you, if you decide to live in this country, if you decide to work in this country, if you decide to have children in this country, it is your fight. Look at your neighbor and say, this is your fight. Look at your other neighbor and say, this is your fight. And this fight requires sacrifices. It's a sacrifice to be out here right now. It's a sacrifice to say, I'm not going to do Netflix this month. It's a sacrifice to say, I'm not going to fly Delta, because they're all in cahoots. And listen, one more thing, you're worth more. We value you. We love you. We got you. We are worth more than anybody putting us over profits. Fuck them. Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. Organizers are my favorite people. I love y'all so much. We know that doing this is beautiful. It's a beautiful statement, and it requires more. It requires more of us. It requires more from our politics. It requires more of our time and our dedication. We know that this country was built on the backs of enslaved Africans. That's right. We know that this country was built on the backs of immigrants. That's right. We know that this country looks the way that it is, and it has the potential to thrive because of everyone out here and your lineage and your ancestors and people who fought for you to be in this country, to live in this country, and to love each other. We have to move with supreme love, because if we don't, we will die in this place. And I'm not trying to die in this place by those people. You will not kill me. You will not kill my friends. You will not kill my family. Shameless plug. The Atlanta People's Campaign, we are having People's Movement Assemblies. The next one is March 14th. Please find someone in the crowd who has these. Look around, look around, look around. We need for everybody here to be there. We're figuring out ways we can build power, not just in this city, but in the entire country. And we know that we start local with local power. Everyone say, so come through March 14th, and we can't wait to see you there. Everybody, let me see your power fist up. Repeat after me, say power. Power. Transformation. Transformation. And miracles. And miracles. I need it. I need it. I want it. I want it. I got to have 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 it. Right now. 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 Right
Introduce my friend, my compatriot, my comrade, Alma Salazar Young. She is a former farm worker, she is a lifelong organizer, and she is the state director of the United Farm Workers Association. Give it up for Alma.
When was the last time you thought about farm workers? It should be every time you eat, right? That's right. Well, you also have to pay attention to farm workers because if you were not paying attention then, the first immigrants, the first kidnapping in the United States last year happened in California, Kern County, and they were kidnapping farm workers. In May of last year, one of our taken. He ended up at the Stewart Detention Center where he suffered so many abuses, but we were lucky to get him out. Out of 12 people that were kidnapped, he was the only one that was able to come out. This past December, another one of our farm workers, ICE tried to murder him. He's diagnosed diabetic, and while he was in detention, he was denied his medication. He was denied insulin. When he arrived at the border, he was very, very sick. He was brain dead. He had brain inflammation, he had lung infection, he had kidney infection, he had pancreatitis. The doctors gave his family absolutely no hope. The family was separated. Their 17-year-old son was here alone, while the rest of the family looked after their father. And he's a farm worker. He's tough. He's very, very tough. It was a Christmas miracle because he came back. He was able to come back. I had the privilege of talking to him where he told me every abuse that he suffered. So not all executions are happening on camera. They're also happening in silence where no cameras recording what's happening. United action, general strike is necessary, but you cannot forget about farm workers. I know that we can do this. You have to pay attention. You have to keep farm workers in mind. I know we're talked down in South Georgia. Unfortunately, our farm worker community is the one that suffers first. Immigrants also suffer first. But we can do this, right? Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Thank you. Sí se puede. 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 El pueblo unido ama ser vencido. El pueblo unido. This is how repression becomes normalized. The same institution that calls the police on student protesters is now expanding the digital tools that make policing easier, faster, and harder to resist. This is clearly about curbing dissent and protecting power. Shame! This is the same logic we see nationwide. Repression that is dressed up as protection, surveillance that is framed as responsibility, and fear that is used to justify the erosion of our basic freedoms like free speech and the right to protest. Shame! This matters deeply for our international student workers, for our undocumented student workers, and for workers of color. When surveillance expands and police and ICE power grows, these communities are the first ones to be targeted and the least likely to be protected. But we know that silence will not protect us. That is why Emory Unite, the PhD Workers Union, is ready to fight back. We will mobilize workers because we know that institutions build systems of control. They do not roll them back voluntarily. Our rights can only be preserved and defended through organization. Emory wants us to believe that this is about safety, but we know this is about disciplining our students and disciplining our workers. And we are ready too. We are ready. We are ready to organize. We are ready to resist. We are ready to defend one another. Emory cannot claim to support immigrant students while building systems that make immigrant communities more vulnerable. It cannot claim to value open expression while installing tools that are designed to monitor us, track us, and intimidate us. We know that hyper-surveillance chills dissent. We know that it teaches people to self-censor, stay home, and disappear. That is its function. Shame! Emory Unite rejects this surveillance logic. We reject the transformation of universities into data pipelines for policing, for repression, and for deportation. We understand that surveillance, we understand that criminalization of protests and attacks on immigrants are not separate issues. They are part of the same system. What starts with cameras on campus does not stay on campus. It feeds the same system that raids homes, that deports families, that criminalizes dissent nationwide. That is why our struggle is
not only against individual policies, but against the infrastructure of fear itself. We know that safety will not come from surveillance or silence. Safety comes from organization, from workers standing together, from students refusing to be divided, from immigrant communities knowing they are not alone. And we might be building an infrastructure of fear, but we are building an infrastructure of solidarity, and solidarity is stronger than surveillance, stronger than repression, stronger than ICE and police intimidation. So we will keep organizing and we will keep mobilizing across the state, across the country. We will do more of these walkouts. We need to do more of these walkouts. We need to flex our organizational muscles. We need to show the ruling class that we will not be silenced. These walkouts are a dress rehearsal for a general strike. We are the workers. That's right. We're the workers. We're united. We make the world run, and we know what happens when we shut it all down. Shut it 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 down.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Hands clap for each other real quick, man. Let's clap it up for each other real quick, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. A whole lot of love to our brothers and sisters in Minneapolis. A whole lot of love to USSW and amazing organizations that are building power right here. Y'all been hearing folks throughout this last couple hours constantly talk about a general strike. What does that mean when we say that shit out loud? What does it mean when we begin to organize and understand that these actions aren't just us gathering, making noise? This is us planning. This is us finding community. This is us about us making sure we strengthen our muscles. Strengthen your muscles. ICE and this administration and everybody that's standing against us depends on you to be weak. But we understand our strength is in one another, right? Our strength is in solidarity. Our strength is in collective power. Our strengths are in understanding that you as a worker have the power to move bad bosses. You as a worker have the opportunity to change your community. But if we sit here in silence while they fucking decimate our people, while they drag us in chains to prisons across this country, because this is their plan, right? Their plan is to ensure that they either imprison us physically with chains or they imprison us in our minds. Today we claim freedom. Freedom. Freedom is ours. Liberation is ours right now in this moment. And a general strike is how we solidify that for generations and generations and generations to come. We say a general strike, we are not sitting here claiming hyperbole. We are sitting here saying this is the strategy to make sure working class people win. We will win. We will win. We will win. We will win. A general strike is an opportunity for us to build community and power and topple over those same chains and those same structures that have been hurting and harming our people for years. A general strike means that when you walk out of your job, when you walk out of your school, you're using your body, your labor to break a chain in this system. So when we talk about May Day, when we talk about May 1st, when we talk about May 1st and what that means, we talk about International Workers' Day. This is not a game. This is not a parade. This is a liberatory action. We will be contacting every organization here over the next few months to meet the plan what May Day looks like in Atlanta for 2026 and beyond. I asked you all when I first started talking here, if you have not found your organizational home, You've not found your people yet, your community, the folks that you can build power with. I want you to look to your left and your right. You see that right here. This is what it looks like. Find your people. Find your organization. Find the folks that you are building power with, because they want us to be separated. We are going through a mental health crisis right now. We don't even understand how to define it. It is a crisis of isolationism.
That's right.
How many of us feel like we've been alone for so long? Yeah. How many of us feel like we don't have anybody to talk to? How many of you all sat there for months and felt like, is this paranoia that I'm going through? What's this angst that's in my heart right now? We're here to remind you, because when you get in the community, it will remind you that it's not paranoia. This is reality for us all. And us building power together means we get a chance to create a new reality. Liberation is our new reality. Liberation is our ideology. Liberation is our theology. Liberation is our life. We will fight, and we will win. I believe that 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 we will win. Not the last time. If this is your first time pulling up like this, thank you. It's not the last. It's time to work. It's time to build. You got homework, y'all. Before you leave here, get the numbers of 3 people, at least 3 people, of the folks that you would not come here with. Find your people. Find your organizations. Follow these signs that you see. We got PSL. We got DSA. We got BMI. We got USSW. Find your organization. And let's build some fucking power. Fuck off.